forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer. With boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners, wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection, and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Double. Whoa, boy. Oh, yeah. My baby mother see me about the two. Yeah. I would never tell a lie to you, 'cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good. I don't want no dirty secrets fighting me and you. Boy, I could only drive one car at a time, but I still want to. Cause everything is balance. Right through life, what we want is balance. So be a good wife, what you need is balance. Bend down, touch your toe and balance. Go low and balance. Love comes from a place where we don't get jealous, and we don't live like no dream sellers. I say we keeping it real, I'm telling you like it is. I'll be there for you with anything you're facing. I'll be your sunlight when it's raining. Stay together and we going places. Yeah. I'll be by your side no matter the case. We have a one-way ticket to greatness. Girl, I don't want to lie, 'cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good. I don't want no dirty secrets fighting me and you. Boy, I could only drive one car at a time, but I still want to. And let me get to the truth. I just wanna live good. Look, the sun could shine the same time with the moon. Boy, I could only drive one car at a time, but I still want to. Yeah. What we say, hey, set up yourself now, brace yourself now. This kind of truth good for your health now. I know it might hurt up your head now. I hope I didn't set up myself, but love comes from a place where we don't get jealous, and we don't live like no dream sellers. I say we keeping it real, I'm telling you like it is. Baby, I'll be there for you with anything you're facing. I'll be your sunlight when it's raining. Stay together and we going places. Yeah, yeah. I'll be by your side no matter the case. We have a one-way ticket to greatness, greatness. Girl, I don't want to lie, cause I believe in the truth, and I just wanna live good. I just want to live. I don't want no dirty secrets fighting me and you. Boy, I could only drive one car at a time, but I still want to. But I still want to. Now let me get to the truth. I just wanna live good. Look, the sun could shine the same time with the moon. Boy, I could only drive one car at a time, but I still want to. But I still want to.
Wake up, rise up. It's the NETT Radio Breakfast Show, bringing you the energy, music, and vibes to start your day right.
Check 1 2 check 3 4. Good morning, everybody, and of course, welcome to it. Good to have you here. It is the NETT Radio, the heartbeat of the Caribbean, and yes, we are taking you above and beyond. So good to be in your company this midweek Wednesday morning. Trusting that all is well in your space. Just in case it is not, trust me, we're going to do all that we can to make sure we take you into overdrive. Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. Neighbors in the Caribbean, good morning. Friends and family streaming all around the globe. Different time slots and zones, good day to you, and thank you so much for choosing us. The NETT Radio, wow. The breakfast show, way. As always, I want to say much thanks to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day. All that we do, dear God, let it be a blessing unto you. People have your research, Charles. Check it in, and of course, we'll be here with you all the way through this morning period. Let me take the time out to welcome everybody to the breakfast show.
Get up, it's the time to start the day. The breakfast show is here, we bring in the soca way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Show energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
It's hump day. Oh, my word. Good morning, everybody, and of course, welcome on this beautiful midweek Wednesday hump day to the breakfast show. We're happy to be here with you. As I yesterday said, Charles, hopefully Richard joined us this morning. I know he had a hectic day. Well, last couple of days, he's been very, very much on the move. So we hope that you will join us at some point in time this morning. And of course, Wendell, who is here very early as always. Wendell, good morning.
Morning, Sir Charles. Morning, Trinidad. Richard, morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe. It's a kind of cloudy Wednesday morning in Arima, that is. You know, I don't know.
Charles, not Saharan dust?
I don't know what it is, but it actually rained this morning. Just a quick, short, sharp shower. So I don't know what kind of day it will be, but anyway, just be mindful of it and just prepare for it, just in case the weather changes drastically at some point in time. But it's a beautiful day. It's a good day to be alive. It's just a good day. It's just a good day.
No reason for it. It's just a good day.
Yeah. Happy birthday to my cousin Devin Tangwing. He is out there in New York. Sean Christian at the Port of Spain Corporation. Happy birthday, Sean. Katian Rodriguez. She is also at the Port of Spain Corporation. Akello Charles. Akello, morning. Happy birthday. Akello is a big fan of our show. Robert Amar, Kamwano, Romeo, and Indira Guevara. I don't know if Indira and Ramon still listens to us. They used to listen to us on the other frequency, of course. But I don't know if they've since joined us. Well, it's no other show to join, so I guess they're here. Morning and happy birthday, Indira. All right?
To everybody celebrating birthdays today, happy birthday.
Yeah. And morning to Gaylan. Hope you had a lovely night. We spent a little time together last night. I passed up. When I was heading home, I stopped off at a place that she also stopped off at. And because my nephew was at
that is very coincidentally.
No. We plan it. We plan it. We said I said I will pass you when I'm on my way up, because if I go home, I ain't coming back out. You understand? So we stopped off and we passed in. I passed in, and she came not too long after, and we hung a little bit. Morning, Betty Ann. Ooh. Listen, this place wild. Trinidad wild, Trinidad wild. I meet some kind of people sometimes. But it's good to be in the land of the living. And if you are celebrating anything at all special today is May 13th. This month is going very quickly.
Yeah, it seems like every month is going kind of quick these days, yes?
Yeah.
I don't know of anyone of your time you get up here in the month, you turn again in the middle of the month, one more step and it's done.
Yep. Yeah, and good morning to the viewers on Gael. They didn't see us at all yesterday. Gael didn't show us at all yesterday, but we are on live as we speak. So good morning to them. All right. Do I have any other special good mornings today? Oh, Salem in Ethiopia, and of course, my good friends out there in Japan. Salem and Fifi and everybody else in Ethiopia, a special good afternoon, I think it is by now. Good evening, it's good evening. Yeah.
It'll be like after 1 o'clock where they are.
I'm not sure how far in advance Ethiopia is to us. Japan is 13 hours. So it's 7 p.m. in Japan. It's just after 7 p.m. in Japan. But I'm not sure about Ethiopian time.
Ethiopia is about 7 hours. Yeah, about 7 hours ahead.
Sankofa say, Wendell, I'm going to send you a screenshot to your messenger. Just respond to it if it's true or false. Well, ask me. Yeah, I have no secrets, Sankofa. If it's about that stupid Facebook post that suddenly resurfaced about me being Khadijah's advisor, it is absolutely false. Because Fitzgerald Hines wake me up in the middle of the night the other day to ask me about that. I said no, and then he sent me the entire article that's spreading on Facebook. I said, please, somebody named Anderson Wilson posting some stupid. Who the hell is he? From somebody from the beta? I don't care. The people talk a lot of stupidness, with authority,
Yeah.
Those things don't bother me. Honestly, they don't bother me. And when you're talking the truth about me, and it's something, then I can deal with that. I can't deal with lies and propaganda and things. You understand? And that is a lie and a propaganda. So I just dismiss it. I'm not interested in it. So if it's that you're sending me, and I suspect it's that, because everybody starts sending it to me lately, so much so that Fitzgerald Hines, who I haven't heard from in a long time, could actually call me, to ask me about this. I just stupid.
Yeah, social media is a creature, by itself. You know,
social
and,
media users are creatures.
yeah.
Social media could be used for so many good things, Sir Charles, and spreading so much good information and so much good education and so much joy, so much kicks, it's fun. But people use it for mischief and to nasty up people's name, and I really not concerned about that.
And
I really not.
sometimes, and what do you think they are doing it for? Because everybody's looking for a next like, or you know, some forward with it, you know. So they make up all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
They post all sorts of things. I mean, sometimes the the thing is degenerated in certain directions. So sometimes you just don't look at it at some things anymore, you know. Yeah, it's just too much.
I just stoops. As a matter of fact, Khadija herself sent it to me, and she had to respond to it. I tell her I don't even know why she bothered to respond to it. You know, I said just whatever people want to say, they could say, yes. Because if I'm your advisor, so what? I will advise you for free, as long as it's to the benefit of local government.
Right.
And I will do it for free, and I've done it. Trust me.
Yeah, boy. People and the things that they do. And, yeah. All right, well, let's get into our good news this morning.
Ethiopia is 7 hours ahead. So you're right, Sir Charles. It's about just after 1 p.m. Thanks, Captain Ron. 7 hours ahead of Eastern Caribbean time. So it's just after 1 p.m. in Ethiopia.
Okay, cool. Nice. All right, so good news?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Everybody should live by that dictum. If I can help somebody, then my living will not be in vain.
Yeah.
That's all, you know. You don't have to help everybody, but just start with one person, even if it's yourself sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, any way that you can help assist, you know. We encourage everybody. That was for those who are listening and weren't able to see, that was the UE Arts Chorale. You know, we have the Festival Arts section, if you want to call it that. But yeah, led by
Professor Rosemary Bell Antoine.
Yeah.
Who I guess a lot of people found out that she could sing. You know?
We'll try and get her back on the program one day also, you know. But for all those who are into the arts, I think Richard sent me that, you know, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think Richard put that in the chat. Richard had put that in the chat. Yes, he did.
Yeah. That's that's our one of our good news at some point in time. You know, because he likes classical stuff, right?
Yes.
He's a real arts man, you know. I'm sorry, he was here.
You gotta take it slow, you know. Arts is a kind of slow thing, you know. So he has to take it slow, you know.
And I dedicated that good news to Zena also this morning. Yeah, because when Zena has that kind of classical singing voice.
Yeah. Folks, if you could send us a poll this morning, I'm running a blank. I opened the newspaper and I just got depressed, especially that story with that 2-year-old. I just got totally depressed, and now I'm seeing on the chat here that someone is saying the body of the 2-year-old, Alistair Hart is saying the body of the 2-year-old was found in the waters off of Goodwood. My God.
Yeah, but how far from is that from where they actually said, like that's like a backyard something, or is it?
I couldn't read the story, you know.
Yeah,
I couldn't read the story when I saw it. I just saw the headline of a 2-year-old walked out. The parents didn't know where the child went, and I just didn't read the story. You know.
They say when you have toddlers around, you have to look at them. You remember there was a situation similar to that, where the toddler walked out the house, walked down the road, and ended up in the river and all kind of thing. Something seems to draw them to water, you know.
Children will gravitate to water. They will, because there was an incident not too recently with a child walking out of a house and drowning.
Yeah.
And the grandmother committed suicide to Charles. You remember that? That happened just the other day.
Yeah, that wasn't about a month ago, you know. Yeah. That's just
Yeah. Children gravitate to water because they don't know the dangers, they don't know the depth of it. They just don't know the dangers that water presents. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, but one of those real sad stories when you hear of it, you know. It's not an easy thing to, but let's hope we find out exactly what really went on. I hope it was nothing more than an accident, you know.
Well, okay, yeah, all right. Anyway, let's greet the folks in the chat. Richard is not here to highlight the chat again, but I will try to read as much greetings as possible. Robert Allen came in at 11:55 p.m. Happy Hump Day. Valerie Mendoza, good morning, happy Hump Day. Maria Cellier also sends greetings to Suzanne, Suzette, and the clan. Felix Kazo, good morning, Wendell, Richard, and Sir Charles, and the Breakfast Show family. He also says happy Hump Day. Apollinus says good morning. Odell Guy from Sangre Grande says good morning. Well, here comes Richard, but I don't know if he's in any position to highlight anything. Eunice Dublin says good morning. He is highlighted.
He's on the ball one time.
Kenny in Harlem says good morning. Ava Smith also says blessed rising. Diane Payne, blessed morning and give thanks. Our babies are not safe. Parents, please take care of your children. I say it most Fridays I say it, look out for the young ones. I've been saying that for 20 years. Erica Charles, thank God for life. You are helping ages past or hope for years to come. Blessings and love to all. Ozzy Molino, Kurt Hope out there in Nashville, Tennessee, Michael Cadet, Boy Bidesi from Debut, Deborah Noel Surrett, Margaret Thomas, Manuela Peters, Anthony Tinto out there in Toronto. How's the weather out there, Tinto? Robert Taylor from Fernandina Beach, Pamela O'Connor, Arlene Lewis, Marcia Rock in Orlando, Florida. Sis Super says, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Blessings and love to all. Debbie Modest Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona, where it is now just after 3 a.m. Carla Hercules, Garvin, Frank, Kathy and Charles says, blessed day, special morning to Arlene and Stephen, of course. Mrs. R says good morning all. Suzanne Jessup, that's from Suzanne, Suzette, Corrine, Mrs. Gemma, Maria S, Maria H. All right. Rena Budu Jennings, how are we going, Rena? Happy Hump Day. Claire Lendor Rollins, Diana Hamill, Prabha Ramdial, Carol Guevara, Crown Heights, Brainiac. Okay, that's a brand new name. That commercial never gets old. Which commercial is that, Sir Charles?
I am not too sure.
Which commercial is that, Crown Heights? Not sure.
Yeah, I can't recall. If we spoke of anything like that this morning. I don't know.
Yeah. Shoma Paul, good morning. David McCarthy, Karen Roberts. Carol, you're sending this. That's your third good morning. Merle McComey, good morning, guys. Marlon Motley says good morning, all. Sankofa also says greetings. Scorpion Pepper, good morning, sunshines. Okay. Ron DeSantis, the U.S. Supreme, correctly declared it unconstitutional. What's that? My buddy CC's question yesterday. What is that? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ron DeSantis. Nicola McNichols, Alice Sahad, good morning, Wendell. That story with the missing 2-year-old in Tobago is horrible. As I said, I didn't read it. Nicola also talks about that story. Ron, Scorpion, one can be an unpaid, unofficial advisor. And that I am, trust me. I will advise anybody on local government as long as their intentions are good, especially Khadija Amin. Michael Eastman, Beauty Culture, a lot of rechatters here. Julia Samantha, Akello Abel, thanks for the birthday greetings. So that's Akello Charles. Happy birthday again, Akello. Hope you have a great day. Trinidad Margot, Scorpion is saying, okay. Alistair Hart, right? He said the body of the 2-year-old was found, right? Margarita Chow, Stephen Wilson, post Sister Lucifer. What is that? What is that, Stephen? You know about Lucifer good enough. I tried to help you, Wendell. See TTPS not all that bad. What are you talking about? TTPS hopeless. They launched the LiDAR things yesterday. Don't we have those things already? That's like 30, 40 years old. I mean, now launching something.
Old technology.
Yeah, in this day and age. Carol is saying San Fernando Sir Charles. That she's correcting him with something. Sir Charles, that was in point 14. Okay, so which one is it? Wonderful and blessed morning. All that's from Kim Govaya. Marva Williams, good morning. Brent Hackshaw. Rena Jennings, their child died in swimming pool in Dingo Martin. Beauty Culture, children love water for sure. Sherwin and Juliet Kerr out there in a Rima morning. Sherwin and Juliet. Rechatters here. Marlene Saunders Sobers. Sankofa, I don't have the time to sue people for saying things that are not true about me. Because I would be a multi-millionaire by now if I did that. I don't have the time for it, honestly. Michael Robinson, good morning, guys from Yokohama, Japan. Well, it's good evening. Trini Merle Kitchen. Magic says, Grand Rising, gentlemen. Beat your bar in all fours yesterday. Sankofa, my surname is Stephen, not Lewis. You're talking about somebody else. More related to you. Ian Stewart, good morning. Wendell, a poll question. Can TNT voters politically evolve enough to vote an alternative? That's a good question. Sir Charles, take note of Ron DeSantis Jr. question. We could ask that today.
Fine. Senator Miron, shorten it a little bit though.
Yeah. Shorten it, Ron and Senator Sir Charles. We'll use that today. Kim Govaya said, accident or no accident, that was very unfortunate for that child. So sad in this country, too many deaths among children. You're absolutely right. Slick Money Grip, good morning. Lincoln Foxshot, they come in with speed devices on tripods. Lincoln, I watched it and I said, what is that in this day and age? What is that they launched yesterday? All right, so those are the people on the chat.
All right, so let me say good morning to the folks on the WhatsApp coming in this morning. We started off with Mahi. out there in Orlando this morning. So good morning to Wahi.
He's a world traveler.
Yeah, man. Also to Fifi, Addis Ababa, Mr. Billy, Powder Magazine. Mr. Billy looked very smart attending your function yesterday, man. Love you for Tim. Frank out there in Arizona, Kent in Laventille, Patsy, good morning to you. Patsy's in New Mexico. And we have Peter Wilson, good morning. Zena and the Powder Puff Girls. Captain Ron is also in Orlando. Archbishop Ashton Clark in Canada. Mr. Beeps, Pity Valley people. Mr. Augustine, good morning to you. Thanks for your greetings. CJ out there in New York. Everybody coming in very early this morning. Thank you very much for linking up with us.
All right. So, Charles, I just understood what Stephen meant. That story with the principal of Holy Name Convent, that has taken on some serious legs.
Yeah.
And we're going to pull that. We're going to pull Ron DeSantis Jr., Ron DeSantis question later down the week. But we'll pull that because it's relevant. That Holy Name Convent story.
Yeah, I think that is something that we should pull.
Yeah, we will pull that this morning. That's the question we'll pull. Thanks for clearing that up.
We'll look at that.
Thing. That because I think the petition has got over 1,000 signatures.
Yeah, it move in.
For the principal to be removed.
It move in.
Who is the principal though? Nobody's been naming. Is it a nun?
Yeah.
Because at one time it wasn't a nun, you know. I remember a principal I dealt with at that school.
Is this Holy Faith or Holy Name?
Holy Name. It's Holy Name. If I'm not mistaken, it's Holy Name. Holy Faith was the one with some other incident where somebody said Holy Faith in Pinal or something. So, but Holy Name, I think is
What is the issue though? Because I'm not clear on the issue. You know, sometimes we talk on issues and people are not clear on what we are talking about. On this particular matter, I have no idea what you're talking about. I saw the ticker tape on news last night about it and the 1,000 signatures, and I'm like, 1,000 signatures for what?
To remove her. They're asking for her to be removed.
What did she do? That's what I mean. What is the context?
Well, what people are saying, what I saw on the news the other night, is some children who saying that she banned them for using a device because she had asthma thing. She had a problem with that. Some child was using it in the class. And then some other incident. Children were putting comments about how she treats them and so on. I don't know who it is. Look at here. Holy Name launches independent probe into allegations against new principal. And it says the Board of Management of Holy Name Convent, Port of Spain, has announced an independent investigation into current and past allegations involving newly appointed principal, Sister Renee Hall, following public concern raised by students, parents, alumni, and members of the wider school community. In a statement issued yesterday, the board acknowledged the concerns, emotions, and experiences being shared publicly since Hall's appointment and said the matter was deeply personal for many connected to the institution. The board said the well-being, dignity, and development of students remain central to the mission and values of the school and the Dominican Sisters of St. Catherine of Siena. According to the statement, the investigation will be conducted independently of both the board and the leadership of the Dominican Sisters. The process will also follow the procedures established by the Ministry of Education. Board members said they unanimously agreed that the process should remain separate from both the school's management and the religious order to ensure accountability, transparency, and due process. But it doesn't say what she's accused of doing. I don't know if maybe later down in the article it says it. But I know I saw a couple things on the news the other night where students claimed how she dealt with them in terms of whatever. I am a little suspicious of this, but anyway, I will keep my opinion private.
What I've been hearing and talking to some people about it is that,
What is Richard saying? What is Richard laughing at like that?
You just give your opinion and then say, you know what?
No, I didn't give an opinion. I didn't give one. I said I am a little suspicious of it.
Of this, you know, I'll keep my opinion to myself.
I'll keep my suspicions to myself. That's what I'll do. I'll keep my suspicions to myself. That's what I should say.
Okay.
I'll keep my suspicions to myself.
All right.
Okay. So Richard, how are you this morning?
Me, I'm good. And good morning, guys. Sorry, I couldn't make it yesterday. I was out completely. Out completely. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, because I was, because so many people came down and so many of the other generation, the younger generation, of, cousins, children, who I know but I don't know well because, of course, most of them live between the US and Canada. But a lot of them stayed by me. And so I was kind of hanging out with a lot of them and getting to know them, because I don't know them well at all. So, and then of course, between different houses and stuff. So that was nice. The passing off is always sad, but in a way it unites family because family comes back together, because of that event. And it's not, and not only that, close friends and stuff that you haven't seen in a while, or it all comes back, So that's what's good about it. The celebration of the life of somebody who lived a very long and fulfilling life, and all of the people who would have loved her coming together. It's cathartic in terms of the family coming together. And those who couldn't be here joining in via video and conversations and laughing and stuff like that, when the cruise lining. So it was that wiped me out yesterday. And of course I got reports that Joe was saying, oh, he getting old, he doing all kind of thing, and you think you answer, Charles, but all that.
We never said that.
You must give those
I've got reports. Get reports.
Who tell you that? Somebody, no. We never said you're getting old and feeble and decrepit. We never said those things.
Yes, yeah. And you're the one who bathed in the blood of Jesus, right?
But just watch. You can just watch.
Yeah.
If you look good, there's a hail over my head.
And you're spouting on truths.
So, Charles.
Away.
Oh, my word. Yeah, but Richard, social media is a creature by itself. We were talking about
exactly. So people are
depends on truths.
Richard, people never say that about you. That you're old and you're washed up and you're tired and you can't make it. People never do that.
Usually the words run off your mouth. You never said all those words and adjectives.
And yeah, people, we're going to that break and we will be back to it. Come back, we look at the newspapers, right? Stay with us.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Are you taking care of your sexual health and overall well-being? At Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, we believe your confidence, wellness, and intimacy matter. Visit us at our convenient locations: 10 Carmody Street, St. Augustine, Edinburgh, Chaguanas, Shops of Daybay, 95 Circular Road, Vistabella, Docks Ranch Light Pole 51, SS Aaron Road, Penal, and Metro Hotel, Suite 1, Number 2 Knoll Street North, Couva. From relaxing massage services to professional guidance on sexual wellness, we are here to support you every step of the way. Consult with renowned sexologist, Dr. Raj Ramnanan, for expert advice tailored to your needs. Take the first step toward a healthier, more confident you. Call 285-9739 or 645-4543 to book your appointment today. Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, where wellness meets confidence.
Scandal in
Cipriani College, we are back. The box office smash Scandal in Citrus is back. We are back because you demanded it for 3 nights only. Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th of May at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 31st at 6:30 p.m. Tickets available now at usual outlets and online. Scandal in Citrus, we are back at Cipriani College. See it again or see it for the first time. Don't miss it.
Scandal in Citrus.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Join me, Brother David Muhammad, every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, Powerful Radio. Join me to hear knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
All right, we are back and we can get straight into the newspapers. Let me just respond quickly to beauty culture. Guys, I thought the consensus was to just give the poll results simply because we have a lot of people who don't see what we are doing sometimes, beauty culture. It's even on Gael, you can't see the comments or such. So we decided to continue to read it until we could come up with something better, right? So we're gonna continue to read it for the time being, right? But Richard, you need to do what what I did.
What's that?
Change wives. That woman that called herself Mrs. R, get rid of she. Anytime wife coming in between friends, dump them.
She have my back, is what that is.
All right. I tell Richard.
They say don't let friends between wife and wife. You put in wife between friends.
Yes, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Mm-hmm. Change that wife.
Yeah.
She call you and tell you we bad talk you. And did she do it?
I never said it was her.
I know it's her.
I never said it was her.
Okay.
Anyway, newspapers.
OPR launches probe into tendering. Of course, this OPR all of a sudden taking on legs. They're getting mannish. PM stands firm on CARICOM dispute. Expel us if you want. Oh, where's that? Kamala 2.0. In firm control, that's cricket, Trinidad and Tobago, Red Force. Matthew Nandu scores a double. That's also cricket. And in some other stories in the Express, woman claims imprisonment, sex assault for 2 months. This is also happening a lot now. And this one too. Another Facebook marketplace robbery. Victims loses thousands in cash and items. Now, I'll read that story. Tell me if it's making sense. I think people just coming up with stories now. Remove derelict vehicles. Of course, in the Port of Spain area, they started, and in San Fernando, removing derelict vehicles. Finally, well done to the corporations for doing that. Retired police officer loses at the Privy Council, and woman struck, killed on highway. Of course, you knew about that on Monday. That created traffic gridlock on the highway. All right, those are all trending stories in today's Express.
All right, so I'll go to the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian for this morning. I'll give you the headlines. Baby Angelo feared dead. Tensions flare. Search continues at sea for toddler who vanished from Goodwood home. And I know one of the people in our stream indicated that the body was found because last night on the news they were saying that somebody spotted the body and then it disappeared. Mm-hmm. And so they were still searching, but I know somebody updated it in the stream So I don't know how accurate they were or not, but they did update and say what it was found. Very sad story. Very, very tragic story. Holy Name launches probe into allegations against principal. Holy Name is not going to be enthused about making the news like this. You know, those pressy schools don't like to be in the news, huh?
Nope.
Except to say
especially about a principal or something.
Things like that. No way, Jose.
Yeah,
they must
don't like that.
And all of the alma mater must be, horrified that this is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Cops rescue woman allegedly abducted and raped for months. Senate votes to remove John Bates from National Security Committee, and PM slams Beckles over inaction on John Bates' resignation. In terms of business news, TNT Rude Boy team distances itself from Jamaica billboard. So the local distributors and marketing team for Rude Boy has clarified that it had nothing to do with a controversial billboard which was recently on display in Kingston, Jamaica.
You all saw that billboard?
I didn't see the billboard. I heard the description of it, and I said, wait, this
Did I share it in the chat?
Well, that's the point I was getting to. I didn't see it. I just read the article previously, like on social media, and I said, but wait, this is the kind of images that Wendell and Sir Charles just share all the time. So this, I don't understand what's the problem with this billboard. I said, maybe I'm desensitized.
No, they went too far.
I said, maybe I see all of these images, especially in the teacher, between the depraved Corey, the depraved Wendell, and the depraved Sir Charles. One of these images that keep flicking into my box. I said, no, this billboard is fine.
No, they went too far. Rude Boy, they went too far. Because there was one of Nyla too, I think in Belize, that they started to kick up a fuss for. But that one went too far. That one went too far. Come on, Rude Boy, they could do better than that. I think they had it removed. Jamaican people say,
Yeah, but would that billboard have caused shock and consternation in Trinidad too?
No.
That's my point.
Trinidadians would have loved that.
Yeah. So TNT's OTC Pavilion pushes country's profile. TNT's 11-year-old Noodle King, analyst on PM support of capitalism, focus on what works, whether public or private. Going straight into some sports news. Carter swims the 50 meters free Wellington win, and so that's great news. And Lara leads Spartans to victory over Senators and LLPOSNL. What is that, man?
I don't have a clue.
That's something that I don't know. I'm assuming if it's cricket, it's something that's very middle-aged. And
Lara 50 plus already.
And I was say, but wait, they even have a big title, LLPOSNL. I said, what the hell is that? But anyway, I don't know what it is. I don't have time to read it now. Nandu Van Lange lead impressive showing by Happy Eagles batters. Bishop's heroics put pride in position to push for victory against TNT, and TNT's Gilbert and Fortune on target for clubs. So now you know. That's the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian for this morning.
Lots of stories. What happened at the CARICOM? I'm seeing some updates at CARICOM. Was there a meeting recently? They said somebody spoke up and saying neither the Prime Minister nor Minister Sobers attended the meeting. TNT was represented by Ralph Maraj. Was there a meeting of the CARICOM recently?
I don't know. Not that I'm aware of, but I'm not sure.
Okay. And she's saying that the majority supports the Secretary General reappointment. So in this case, TNT will have to rock so. When did that happen? Yesterday? Something happened? Folks, just send me the article now. She said, I send this to Miss Lady, you send so much thing to me. I can't read everything. She said she sent this story yesterday. All right, let me look. All right, so that's all our newspapers for today.
We can get into the Did You Know segment one time before we take some calls.
Yeah, man.
The pig is the only animal on the farm that does not work. It eats for free, sleeps for free, and lives warm. The pig looks at the farmer and thinks, "This man loves me. He gives me everything I need." What the pig does not understand is that the food is not a gift, it is an investment. They are not just feeding it, they are fattening it. And the day the pig is fattest and happiest is the same day the farmer sharpens the knife. The banks treat you exactly the same way. They give you easy credit, cards with no limit, loans you did not ask for, buy now, pay later, 0% for the first year, everything designed to make you comfortable. They are not helping you live better, they are fattening you with debt, so they can collect interest on your life for the next 30 years. If something is free and comfortable, be careful, because you are not the customer, you are the food on the menu. My father told me when I was young, "Baba, if a man you do not know offers you food, do not ask, 'What is on the plate?' Ask, 'Why are you feeding me?' Stop eating from their hand. Make sure you save this and follow for more videos like this, my child."
I love that.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. We all eat on that plate.
You don't love me, I'm feeding you.
So listen to this story quickly, right? CARICOM leaders had a 5-hour discussion last Friday regarding TNT's concerns on the reappointment of CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett. But leaders did not agree to redo their February process and decision on Barnett's appointment. Government officials last Saturday confirmed that CARICOM leaders discussed the reappointment issue last Friday, confirming there was no prime ministerial or ministerial representation of TNT. They pointed out that Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar and Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers were in Parliament from 1:30 p.m. last Friday and also hosted visiting Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar. TNT was represented at CARICOM's meeting by a Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Ministry team, including CARICOM Ambassador Ralph Maraj. Sobers and Maraj didn't reply to WhatsApp queries on the meeting yesterday. The issue of Barnett's reappointment has lingered since CARICOM's February conference. Regional leaders held a virtual meeting on April 10th, to which CARICOM Chairman Terence Yu invited Persad-Bissessar. Persad-Bissessar didn't attend the meeting. CARICOM's subsequent statement noted TNT's absence.
Just stop. I don't understand this. Because if you make a big bacchanal about Barnett's appointment, which Trinidad and Tobago did, as the Prime Minister of this country, you made an issue about the process. There is a meeting of heads to discuss the process, and you didn't find it in your own self to attend that meeting, nor send a high representative like the minister himself, like Sean Sobers. So you've raised the bacchanal, and when they're calling a meeting to discuss the bacchanal you raised, you did not attend? That makes no sense to me.
That makes a lot of sense. Because you raised a bacchanal about 2 independent senators wanted to gather favors for a vote. And you didn't deal with it. So it makes perfect sense.
I don't know how these senators reach into this. We're talking about something else.
I'm just saying that they're raising issues and not following through on nothing, Richard.
No, this is an important issue because you raised it at a regional level that made international news. So it was an international news, and you made it a big point of, and here it is that CARICOM has set up a meeting to discuss the issue, and you did not even deign to be present to discuss it on the issue that you have raised and the substantive motivation for that meeting, then you're not really interested substantively in the issue. That is going to be my takeaway from that. You already this
you use the ID word bacchanal. It's just creating bacchanal.
No, that is embarrassing, and it's embarrassing for Trinidad and Tobago. Do better.
Yeah.
If you had a valid reason about Barnett, and I'm not saying that your reason was not valid, I don't know, but I'm just saying that if you have a valid reason, then articulate it to your senior counsel. Articulate it before the meeting why you think this needs to be revisited.
Yeah, and this is actually I think this is the second occasion that they had the opportunity to raise it and to deal with it, and they did not. I think sometime in April they had a meeting also.
You don't find that strange, Sir Charles?
Yeah, no, that not just strange, that's really unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah. You can't be raising things, and when at the forums where you should be going to make representation, you're not appearing, and then you're on the outside making a whole lot of noise after that again. That should not happen at all.
No. Why did I find it very quiet?
Because you're wasting my time. I don't know what all you're going on and on about that.
Well, let's take some calls then. Let's take your calls, people. 2811315 and 2995156. Right.
All they like the two grumpy old men on Muppet Show.
I can understand that.
I don't. He didn't take his tablets this morning, Sir Charles, but
something went on there. We missed something of it.
Anybody to know he's been taking a tablet.
Morning, Lincoln.
Morning, gentlemen. 2 points I would like to raise.
Yes,
and I will start with the most important one first, because Sir Charles, Zena called me yesterday furious, and I have to agree with her. Right? You all compromise you all have a fixed routine with every segment on all your program. I want to suggest from 6:50 to 7 o'clock, and from 7:50 to 8 o'clock, you all give that 10 minutes to the callers, please. You all start to go into all kind of different topics at 7:50. I want to squeeze in calls 6:59 and give one caller an opportunity to call. Please give the callers the last 10 minutes in every hour so they can contribute to the contributions you all made. Right, that's the first point. Second point is,
I will look for your signature and my check next month. Go ahead.
The second point is, I listen to what Richard read there, and that contradicts what I read on social media, because that is the woman that was held hostage for how much years? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's a different story.
Hold on.
That's a different story.
Let me give my thing, and you can tell me if that's a different story after.
Okay.
The woman that was held, was captured, was detained illegally, was kidnapped basically for several years, was found walking through some area and things. She escaped somehow and was found walking through some area. Not so? That's not the same story?
I think it's two different stories.
It's two different stories.
Yeah.
One was 7 years. This one was just 2 months or something.
Okay, fine. Because when I heard that police rescued the woman, I'm like, wait a minute now. If you find somebody walking around the place, how does that rescue? But if I stand corrected, if it's two different stories, then I yield to that fact.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's two different
I will leave it there and hope that some other callers getting a call.
Yeah. No problem, man. Lincoln. I thought I was Lincoln on the foreshow yesterday. Mr. Grant, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. But I saw you on yesterday. Yeah.
No. We weren't on Gael yesterday.
No, listen. Richard is asking what's wrong with Kamla for Salvi's sister, why she raising bacchanal and wings falling up. If I study the history of Kamla for Salvi's sister, since the days with Dr. Rowley, you understand? She raised bacchanal with a teacup. And you see, it's something she be doing regular. And I don't tell her, I tell you, I blame the press. You know why? They're not asking her and making and demanding. Or you could say two independents come to you and ask for favors and you throw that outside there and you come. She come and show this is fishing. And that why I can never show respect for that lady. I tell you everybody. I follow she's not in school. When she made this statement about blood will flow, stop beating children. If you go back on the history.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Grant, thanks much.
Our poll is up, people. It is, do you support the petition to remove the principal of Holy Name Convent? Yes or no? Of course, that is creating a lot of issues.
I'm still not clear on what she has done. And I know you were there trying to clarify it, but I think you were also...
one situation, no. I don't think it's a one and done situation.
It's not one.
Because from what I was hearing from somebody through the grapevine, is that they have been having, now she has not too long been appointed the principal, but she has been a teacher, and they have had, they're having a number of complaints and issues with her since then, and they have been complaining to the Catholic board, who they say have not really been dealing with the situation. And now the Catholic board has now elevated her to the position of principal. So,
so you're saying that there were issues before, and you promoted her.
Yeah,
but those issues not addressed.
So now they're making noise.
Now they're making matter.
Yeah. Because they take long to deal with everything else, you know.
Yeah. So do you support the petition to remove the principal of Holy Name Convent? Yes or no? I'm sure many of you all would have been aware of the situation over the last few days in the news. Of course, the petition the first night it came on the news was 360 signatures. They've gone to over 1,000 thus far in terms of removing her as principal. Do you support it? Yes or no? Sister Renee Hall, I think that's her name. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So stay with us and we'll tell you how you voted after the news.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is NETT Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV for Wednesday, the 13th of May. I am Derek McMillan. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar says Trinidad and Tobago is strengthening international partnerships following what she described as a successful visit by India's External Affairs Minister, Subramanyam Jaishankar. The Prime Minister says 8 new agreements were signed between both countries, covering areas including tourism, cybersecurity, agriculture, infrastructure, and education. She says India also finalized the handover of 2,000 laptops for students and provided funding for agro-processing equipment and small business support. Persad Bissessar also highlighted the launch of the National Prosthetics Center in Penal, established with support from the Indian government and Jaipur Foot USA. She says government is also pursuing stronger trade and investment ties with Latin America and international partners. Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo says recent demonstrations by nurses and healthcare workers over proposed cuts to overtime rates have not disrupted services in the public healthcare system. Speaking in the Senate, Dr. Bodo said regional health authorities activated contingency measures to maintain patient care during the protests. He says staff were reassigned, nursing personnel strategically deployed, and duty rosters adjusted where needed. The minister also thanked nurses on International Nurses Day for their dedication and professionalism. Asked whether the dispute over overtime rates had been resolved, Dr. Bodo said the matter is still under consideration. Former Energy Minister Stuart Young is calling for an investigation into the offshore oil spill near the Trinidad and Venezuela border, accusing government of trying to cover up the incident. Young says the government only addressed the spill 9 days later, after Venezuela warned the international community that its ecosystems were being affected. Energy Minister Rudal Munalal said the spill involved about 10 barrels of oil and blamed aging infrastructure. Environmental group Fishermen and Friends of the Sea is also demanding full disclosure, saying fishermen and coastal communities were never alerted. The group warns the spill could have long-term effects on mangroves, marine life, and the food chain. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has launched new laser speed enforcement devices capable of detecting speeding motorists from inside police vehicles. The new LiDAR technology was introduced during activities marking the end of United Nations Road Safety Week. Road Safety Coordinator Sergeant Brent Batson says the devices can identify speeding vehicles and capture license plate images at night, when many speeding offenses occur. Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevara says fatal road traffic accidents are down 42% for 2026 compared with the same period last year, while overall accidents have dropped by 51%. Transport Minister Eli Zakor says the devices are part of government's wider strategy to reduce speeding and improve road safety. The Board of Management of Holy Name Convent in Port of Spain has announced an independent investigation into current and past allegations involving newly appointed principal Sister Renee Hall. In a statement, the board acknowledged concerns raised by students, parents, alumni, and members of the wider school community following Hall's appointment. The board says the investigation will be conducted independently of both the school's management and the Dominican Sisters to ensure transparency and accountability. Officials say the process will follow procedures set out by the Ministry of Education and the Teaching Service Commission. The board has also encouraged students and stakeholders to use the appropriate reporting channels as the investigation moves forward. In crime news, police are again warning citizens about the dangers of using Facebook Marketplace after a 25-year-old man was robbed during a planned sale in Laventille. Investigators say the victim traveled from Mayaro to meet a potential buyer when he was ambushed by 3 armed men who stole cash, jewelry, electronics, and an iPhone before escaping. In another incident, a 24-year-old woman is recovering in hospital after she was allegedly stabbed several times during a domestic dispute at her Arima home. Police say her boyfriend was later arrested after seeking medical treatment. Meanwhile, a 34-year-old Valencia man has been acquitted of murder after a judge ruled there was insufficient evidence for the case to continue. Finally, in international news, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing mounting pressure after 4 government ministers resigned and more than 80 Labour MPs called on him to step down or announce a timetable for his departure. Among those resigning was Minister Miata Fahnbulleh, who told Starmer the public no longer believed he could deliver change. Despite the growing backlash, Starmer told cabinet colleagues he takes responsibility for last week's election results and intends to continue governing. More than 100 Labour MPs have since signed a statement backing the Prime Minister and opposing a leadership contest. Downing Street has already announced several new ministerial appointments following the resignations, while Starmer is expected to meet Health Secretary Wes Streeting as political tensions continue within the party. And that's NETT Radio News at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Fresh energy. This is the NETT Radio Breakfast Show.
Move it, give up my line. Move it, yeah. Come let me move it, move it, move it, move it, yeah. Because old age will catch up with you, so come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Old age will catch up with you, so come on, let me take a little jam while we young. That lady who in the corner posing, come out there, girl. I see a man come today, a little wine boy you're posing. What the shit? We have no time to waste, we ain't getting any younger. No. So come girl, rock your waist, start to roll that bumper. I'll let we live a little. Life is not promised to no one. I'll let we live a little. Let me get on back in this session. Now what you do? Push back on it, baby, push back little harder. I'll let we live a little. Show back on it, surely you not getting younger. Oh, so why you have time? How will you start mine? Joe grind. A woman in front and a man behind. Because old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Why every time it's carnival, you was stay in your slumber. Girl, you better lighten up and come roll that thunder. We have no time to waste, we ain't getting any younger. So come out and shake a leg before old age meet you. I'll we live a little. Take a little break from Instagram. I'll we live a little. Let me get on back in this session. Now what you do? Push back on it, baby. Push back little harder. I'll we live a little. Show back on it, surely you not getting younger. Oh, so why you have time? How will you start mine? Then Joe grind. A woman in front and a man behind. Because old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a little jam while we young. Move it, move it, move it. Wine your bamba, yeah. Move it, shake the bamba, girl. Move it, rock the bamba, move it, move your waist, girl, yeah. Move it, shake your bamba, move it, wine your waist, yeah.
Mornings just got better. You're locked into NETT Radio Breakfast Show. Fueling your day with the best music and
because old age will catch up with you. So come on, let me take a
little. Yeah, gonna catch up with you, you know. So take a little jam while you're young now.
Take a little jam while we're young.
11 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. Welcome inside the second hour of the breakfast show right here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio. Wendell Stephen, Richard Rakubaru Singh, and of course yours truly, Sir Charles. We're here with you Monday to Friday to keep you company, keep you entertained, informed, right? Let me also say good morning to the folks on Gael Caribbean TV. Gael, good morning to you, and of course all your viewers. Thank you very much for linking up with us. Of course, people, when we come off of the Gael feed on our social media pages closer to 9 o'clock, you can come across the netradiott.com. That's netradiott.com. Remember, we're also streaming on all those platforms. So whether you're on TuneIn, Simple Radio, Radio Box, Radio Garden, MyTuner, all you have to put in the command is NETT Radio Trinidad. And that way you can give all your Google and smart devices the command, right? NETT Radio Trinidad, play NETT Radio Trinidad, and of course you'll be able to listen to us. Also, don't forget to visit all our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Put your stamp on it. Like, follow, subscribe to all of the channels, right? We need to get the numbers up. Don't forget to also, while you're on those platforms, for that donate button, and of course support the channel. So our poll is up. Do you support the petition to remove the principle of holy name convert, right? You're voting 1 if you're voting yes, you're voting 2 if you're voting no. And when we come back, we'll tell you how you voted.
Cipriani College, we are back. The box office smash Scandal in Citrus is back. We are back because you demanded it for 3 nights only. Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th of May at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 31st at 6:30 p.m. Tickets available now at usual outlets and online. Scandal in Citrus, we are back at Cipriani College. See it again or see it for the first time. Don't miss it.
Scandal in Citrus.
Extreme in collaboration with Cafe Blue presents Back in Love Again. Special tribute to mothers. Saturday 16 May, Cafe Blue, Rights Road, Port of Spain, behind SWWTU, 10 p.m. With nice back in time from DJ Special Delivery. And the legend,
your boss DJ, sensational Mr. Versatile, Noah.
Hear me name on.
Advance 100 at the venue or call 380-2785. Birthday moms for free. Cocktails on entry, secured parking. Back in love again, Saturday 16th May, 10 p.m. Cafe Blue, Rice Road, Port of Spain.
Everybody stand up!
Are you taking care of your sexual health and overall well-being? At Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, we believe your confidence, wellness, and intimacy matter. Visit us at our convenient locations: 10 Carmody Street, St. Augustine, Edinburgh, Chaguanas. Shops of Day Bay, 95 Circular Road, Vista Bella. Docks Ranch Light Pole 51, SS Aaron Road, Penal. And Metro Hotel, Suite 1, Number 2 Knoll Street North, Couva. From relaxing massage services to professional guidance on sexual wellness, we are here to support you every step of the way. Consult with renowned sexologist, Dr. Raj Ramnanan, for expert advice tailored to your needs. Take the first step toward a healthier, more confident you. Call 285-9739 or 645-4543 to book your appointment today. Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, where wellness meets confidence.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
St. Teresa Preschool presents their fundraising boat ride, Dancing Under the Moonlight, on Saturday, the 23rd of May, 2026. It's a collaboration of colors on board the Island Royalty. Bring your own coolers. Boarding time, 11 p.m. Sailing, 12 midnight. Music by DJ Chaotic from Sweet 100 FM. Kryptonite Sounds with Mr. Flavor of NETT Radio TT. Dress code, elegantly casual. Gorgeous ladies wear blue. Handsome gentlemen wear pink. Admission, early bird tickets $200, regular $250. No oversized cooler. For more information, call 375-652-719-4379. Dancing Under the Moonlight aboard the Island Royalty.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Join me, Brother David Muhammad, every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, Powerful Radio. Join me to hear knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Okay. Okay, so we are back. Welcome inside the second hour of the breakfast show.
I think, I don't know if we had a slip up somewhere along the line, because Richard said he was seeing the poll coming up as the hantavirus poll. So I don't know if Richard needs an intervention. Is anybody out there?
He had me really confused. You know?
I don't know where he get that from. Because I read the poll before 7 o'clock, and then I am.
No, when news was going on, I wasn't paying attention, and then when I looked at the screen, the poll said the hantavirus, and I said, "Oh, Sir Charles again," and I went into this section and I changed it. And what you're seeing there is what I changed and put up.
But that was there before the news, you know.
Yeah. When I was watching the screen, it was the hantavirus.
No, it wasn't hantavirus. He saw HNC and he thought it was hantavirus. I don't know how HNC can be. It's HNC.
No, I read the hantavirus poll when the news was going on.
Next time you must do like me. Take a picture of it. I use my phone all the time to prove my point sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? Because I'm saying, but anyway, we didn't have much votes on it because I guess a lot of people don't know the story.
I myself, I'm not sure what the story is. Remember I raised that from the start.
Yeah,
so I'm still a little confused about what the story is.
But that's all right. That's all right. We will do the results we have and give the poll results, right? Let me see how far we go back. Claire Lenda Rollins, yes. Bernadette Yates, yes. Steve Wilson saying something that you would say, Richard. All these Jesus people should not be leading the schools. That sounded like something you would say. Gregory Boyer, yes. Boy Bidesi, yes. Morning, Gregory. How are you going to? Red Fire, yes. Gemma Peters Halls, yes. Michael Robinson, yes. Marlene Saunders Sobers, no, because she said I do not have enough information. Beauty Culture abstain. Margaret Thomas, no. Joseph Clement abstain. Colted Finch, no. Cheryl Henry, not enough information. Valerie Mendoza abstain. Ron DeSantis, yes. Stick Money Grip, no. Casey is also asking the context. We thought you all might have checked it out now because it's been in the news for the last few days. We thought you all are up to date with what's going on. But that's all right. If you're not informed, that's okay. You've been informed here now. Fran Romani, yes, and Marva Williams, too. What do you have there, Sir Charles?
Right. I have Pauline saying no. Judith saying in Tobago says yes. Miss Sampson says yes. Captain Ron says yes. But Zena don't have enough information also. And we have two persons on the WhatsApp channel also saying yes.
All right. Michael Oliver says yes, and Robert Allen says yes. So that's 80% saying yes.
So when that's okay, for example, may I interrupt you?
Sure.
You are right now, as you're watching the screen, you are seeing votes on the screen, right? The blue.
Yes.
I'm not seeing that. No. And I'm watching you speak to me right now, and I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing like nobody voted.
Folks, anybody close by where Richard is there?
Yeah, because I am seeing it here by me. I am seeing the votes.
Take a picture of what you seeing and send it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because if somebody's close by, I need you to get to by Richard now. If you're close to Richard, let it go now.
Yeah. We have to now question what he was drinking over the last couple of days.
No, I want to see what he's saying.
Clearly,
I want to see what he's seeing. Look, he's saying what he's seeing.
Clearly, he moved away from the Heineken.
But Richard, look the poll there. I see it.
I know, but if you notice, there are no blue lines.
Oh, no, it's true. Yes, you have no blue lines. Yes.
No. It looks like no voting is taking place on my screen.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what's causing that.
But Richard, who's that behind you? Look at the picture you sent. There's somebody behind you. Look at the picture you sent.
Jesus is always there, I guess.
No, just somebody in dark clothing right behind by the lamp there, Richard. Who is that? Folks, Richard just took a picture and sent it for us, but there's somebody hovering right behind you there, Richard, by the lamp. Look at the corner by the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
No, Wendell.
I am the one. Look, that I drank about 8 Rude Boys yesterday. Oh my God, the Rude Boys is life, you know. Anyway. Folks, our vote count is 86% said yes, they support the petition, and 14% said no. All right?
That's relatively around the same thing on the WhatsApp. So yeah.
Yeah, somebody, well, I can't read the screenshot. Can we return to the original format of posting the poll question? Well, what we would like to do is put it as a ticker tape also, because it really is a little small. But that's how we have no control over that, folks.
But it's a ticker tape, yeah. You could put it as a ticker tape.
Yeah, but we try to put it also as a ticker tape, right?
Because my screen obviously is not the same. I mean, like I'm seeing you all clearly now, but the poll was different because when he put up the poll, I saw the virus. And I'm like, why is he putting that up? I didn't take a picture of that one, but that's what I saw.
Yeah. But as I said, some students posted about it. So y'all can check out the story, but it's growing legs. The petition has gotten to over 1,000 asking for the principal to be removed. So we will see where that goes. But I think the other story, of course, that's trending is that story on the CCJ. CCJ, am I correct? Not CCJ.
The ICJ?
The SG, the Secretary General of CARICOM.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, Secretary General of CARICOM. That's another trending story. And of course, the OPR getting involved again in a tendering process through I think it's the Land Settlement Agency under Minister Saddam Hussein. Some landmark something. That's the name of the company, I think. So those are other stories.
Yeah. And we have not sorted out this whole situation with Miss John Baines either. I thought she had tendered her resignation and everything.
She offered her resignation. I also saw in the news either on Facebook or last night that Faris Al-Rawari, Senator Faris Al-Rawari, senior counsel, has been removed from the Privileges Committee.
Yes,
because
I saw that.
In the Privileges Committee.
I saw that too.
Yes, I saw that. So a lot of things happening. I think it seems as
if the inevitable rule of this is that both of them will be removed.
Well, I mean, why? But it's taken too long. I saw a comment. I saw a post, I don't know if you all saw it, from Barendra Sinanan, who was a former Speaker of the House, and who said that, it's obvious that a wrong was committed, just deal with it quickly. It's taken too long, I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
I only got that from one person, actually.
Yeah.
A post from Barendra Sinanan. He said, let me just read it quickly. We have lost our moral compass, so says former House Speaker. The Senate is due to reconvene today, but it is yet to receive any indication on whether PNM's leader has accepted the resignation of Senator General John Bates some 11 days after she tendered it. John Bates declined to comment while repeated attempts to obtain a response from Beckles went unanswered yesterday. Sinanan, this is Barendra Sinanan, is warning that changes to parliamentary standing orders cannot address what he described as a deeper erosion of ethics and accountability within TNT's parliament. Sinanan was responding to the controversy surrounding edits to a parliamentary witness statement. Right? We know about that. The document submitted with track changes still visible revealed edits by John Bates and Faris Al-Rawari. John Bates resigned on May 1st, more than 2 weeks after the issue first became public. But Sinanan argues the resignation should have come immediately. Belatedly, Senator Bates did the right thing. Halfway, I would say. She should have actually resigned from the Senate immediately. The fact that everybody's doing it doesn't excuse what she's done. She's just got caught, he said via telephone. Sinanan also criticized attempts by the opposition to accuse House Speaker Jagdeo Singh of misconduct over his role in chairing the parliamentary inquiry into pharmaceutical procurement. The PNM has cited Singh's past legal work referenced in a 2024 newspaper article. The opposition later wrote to Deputy House Speaker Dr. Aina Ali requesting that the matter be referred to the Committee of Privileges. However, Sinanan maintains that two wrongs do not make a right. Things have degenerated in this country, right up, even in the parliament. That's basically what it is. We have lost our moral compass, our ethical compass, everything. Sinanan also argued that legislation alone cannot repair what he sees as a broader decline in public standards. He's so right. The day we start to do that, I don't know if there'll be enough timber in the country to make paper, because you really cannot legislate for everything. This is something that you have to know that it is inherently wrong or right, and this was wrong. The delay in resolving John Bates' resignation has also drawn criticism from political scientists. Well, I wouldn't even read it. I value Berenger Sinanan's opinion. I'm reading Dr. Indira Rampasad. But
yeah, but it's just taking too long to get some sort of direction as to where you're going. And I don't know why the opposition is really holding on to it for so long. Deal with it and move on.
You know what is this? You know what is kind of, and why people are conflicted on this? Because people look at the government bench and they see people with issues, or they see people who may have ethical issues. They see people who want charges. They see all these manner of things and they make comparisons. The PNM has always been held to a higher standard. Always has been held to a higher standard. So I don't understand the PNM's vacillating. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, use that. Yeah.
I don't understand it.
What I will say though, Wendell, is that even if that is so, and even if the PNM is held to a higher standard, and maybe they should, because they have been around since 1956, but even if that is so, and there is ethical wrongdoing on the other side, it's an opportunity to distinguish yourself.
And the PNM has always distinguished themselves.
Not always. Let's not go down the rabbit hole, please. And in the indecision of the opposition leader feeds into some people's perception of her of not being decisive and not being strong.
Yeah.
Yes, it feeds into that. So her posturing, because she probably does not want to get rid of John Bates, and she probably does not want to get rid of Al-Rawi, because both of them are kind of in the same boat, right? With regard to the edits that somebody sent, however they sent it. But part of leadership is to make the decision. And if it is that you call them and said, look, I'm sorry, I value both of you, and another opportunity, maybe you can, I can revisit, but what role you play in the party at this point, and I'm not ruling out maybe representative politics later on the road, whatever you want to say, whatever their spiel is. But the route to distinguish yourself is to raise whatever the ethical concerns are on the other side and say, we are not like that.
Yes.
And say, you both apologize publicly, admit it was an ethical gap in terms of your reasoning of what you did, and that the only correct thing to do is X.
Yeah.
So there's a trajectory of how you are distinguishing yourself to the independent voters, the people who are disillusioned and don't vote, and even to the PNM voters who were disillusioned and didn't vote or voted you out. So you start to distinguish, these are the two choices. But they both all here kind of do the same thing all the time. People are like, well, where's the third party, and who's the third party, and where is that third party going to come from? The third party could only come from us.
Yeah.
If you want a third party, it could only come from us.
Yeah. Which makes Ron DeSantis Jr. poll important. At some point, we could poll that tomorrow.
Right,
because we can't go along the same road all the time. The UNC has always had issues, and they will all. And it's clear to me that the UNC is not going to remove Philip Alexander. They're not going to remove Anil Roberts. They're not going to remove Naked. They're not going to remove Roger Alexander. They're not going to remove Wayne Sturge. They're not going to remove them. It's clear that they're not going to remove them. Good? But because remember the UNC, and I keep telling all this, the UNC is not going to lose a single vote over anything they do. They will still have those votes. What the PNM needs to do is get that 100,000 that didn't vote last time, plus the ones now who say, okay, good, I'm seeing a difference. I'm seeing a lead. They have the first female political leader. I want now to be part of this. The PNM has to get rid, the people have to get rid of the UNC, you know. The PNM can't do it, you know, on their own, you know. It is the people who have to get rid of them. Like they did after the 2010, after the 1995 to 2000.
Fundamental issues if the people want to get rid of them, and
well, yeah, true.
Because they may think that they're doing a good job.
Nah. Well, I mean, unless they change drastically, Richard, they have made such a mess.
Well, they haven't done errors, but they have done some stuff that the PNM vacillated on.
Yeah.
And you could see movement being made in the digital arena more and more than ever before, even though the PNM had a minister of what? What was that one, Wendell, who used to do this interview from them?
Digitization.
Right.
Yes.
And every time we interviewed him, it was, yes, we're doing a lot of the work in the background. And we're like, how long does it take for work in the background to be completed?
Yeah.
We made that something. Since the PNM was there for 10 years, they talk about this whole Estonia thing. I think even under Manning, they were talking about Estonia and the Estonian model because everything is digital in Estonia.
Mm-hmm.
They were helping with the licensing department, and they had some sort of collaborative agreement, and it just became murky and murky and murky. IADB did a smart city in Arima.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the hell is going on with that. But I don't know. I tell the IADB should ask for the money because I don't know what is going on with that. Even as and here is where Penelope Beckles has an opportunity. You're the MP for Arima. There is a lack of leadership on Arima issues. I'm sorry, people are going to Arima. Just as an example, there's a lack of leadership because the mayor is are going to resign just now. I think was the last thing you heard from the mayor.
For over a year now, he's talking now.
Yeah, I'm going to resign just now. What the hell does that mean? Is there no leadership vacuum? So Arima seems a little rudderless. The MP has not taken up the role of arguing and advocating for Arima issues, whatever they are, even if it's the Arima Smart City thing, because that was done under the IADB, it wasn't public funding. So what's the current status of that? Mm-hmm. And even as the MP of Arima, what are you doing to move that forward and what that means? Everything has just gone silent.
Yeah.
And it's an opportunity to distinguish yourself as a leader in your home base that would reflect nationally if you could show, well, look, even as opposition leader, things done before, I'm moving forward. Even if you have to advocate to a certain degree to the current government to get things done, then it shows and establishes your leadership credentials more and more for those who are indecisive and for that substantial portion that are independent voters.
Mm-hmm.
They're all missed opportunities, in my opinion.
Yes, yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
But I really just going back to the John Bates situation. Given what it is, and I'm not confusing, trying to conflate or whatever the word is, what they do and what we do, and they have that and we have, less of that. If that is we all have dirty sheets. You understand? But
not me.
In a situation like that, I mean, when you just think of how serious it is, if this moves on to like a courtroom and you look at a judge sitting as a judge and people coming before him and that sort of thing with that kind of situation, and this is almost the same thing as I see it. So it's a very serious breach that has taken place, and I don't know why it is that the opposition leader is hedging to deal with the situation.
And let me tell you something, And Janelle would probably make an excellent MP or minister at some point in time, you know. But deal with this. Let's deal with this. Get it out of the way. Faris Al-Rawi, what? He shouldn't even be there. He should not even have been a senator. That's how I felt about it. You spent so much years as an attorney general. How much ever years as a local government minister? Where are you reaching both of them places? Well, he gets some things done as attorney general. I give him credit for that. Especially that raping a little children that they were under the guise of marriage. I was happy he dealt with that. He dealt with the decriminalization of marijuana. He brought on the public defender's department. He achieved quite a bit, actually, as attorney general, when you think about it. Of course, a lot of people feel that the issues of corruption in the previous government, that we dropped the ball on that. He failed in that aspect. You understand? But as a local government...
Alleged corruption.
Okay, alleged corruption. But then as you switch to local government, right? Because clearly it was considered an emotion then, right? But everybody saw it. Some people saw it as an opportunity that you spent all these years making legislation. All right, fix local government once and for all reform. I asked Faris Al-Rawi. I asked him. Nobody didn't ask. I asked him. When are we going to get this reform going? Hear him. Let me see how the local government elections go first. I said, I stripped and walk off. That happened at Cascadia. So, in other words, local government reform for him was dependent on the results of the local government election.
And it shouldn't be.
And it shouldn't be. Because we contested 2013 under local government reform, 2016 under local government reform, 2019 under local government reform. And nothing happened. UNC coming within the first few months, they changed certain things and make local government life a little easier for people. Something. But as I say, if Khadija, after how much ever year she spent there, ain't get it done either, I will be her biggest critic. Right? So I just putting that out there again. The UNC will not lose any support over all the stupidness they're doing, people. Just remember that, eh? Just remember that. I tell all you that, eh? The PNM has to inspire people to come back out and vote, and more people to vote to get rid of them. That's the only way.
And that is why the leadership needs to be, a lot more decisive than that with issues like these.
Am I shouting? Somebody say, why am I shouting? Am I shouting?
Yeah, we're shouting a little bit.
I am passionate about certain things, Carol Guevara. I'm sorry if I'm shouting and if you're offended.
You're consistently passionate about that. Yeah.
Very passionate. Yeah. Like you are passionate about Arima, I am passionate about local government. The deputy mayor is the councillor for Tampuna Road. When last you drive on Tampuna Road? Well, you drive just here, because I pass here.
Yeah,
you see the state of Tampuna Road?
Yeah. Even self-driving cars will be confused.
Yeah.
Self-driving cars will just stop and say take another route.
Wait now, Tampuna Road, that's the road where Betty live in?
Yeah, the double palm is. It has two double palms on Tampuna Road.
I really want to put your Charles. Yeah.
When they now give me information, I didn't know.
Yeah. I'll give you a better, Sir Charles. You have to slow down when you reach double palm.
You must slow down. Because of that one big hole there.
Slow down.
Take a look, see if you want the ducking or not.
The road is make you slow down and tell you, think about whether you're turning into double palm or not.
Yes. That might be
before you click that indicator.
That might be a deliberate something, if anybody sees it in there.
No, that is just the universe put their potholes right there. And it's both directions, the other slow down.
So it's not that I was actually going into the
road. It's terrible. It is terrible.
The whole of Tampuna Road needs to be, when they grade it down and then resurface it, that whole road. That is our job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's been like that for a while, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Folks, let's open the lines because Lincoln, who I know calls other shows and never tells them what to do and how to do it and when to take calls and to, wants to call it. So let's open the lines.
All right, so the lines are now open to you all, 2811315 or 2995156. Right, we can take your calls. You can get in on the show at this point in time. Caller, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning, Dabity.
Morning. Richard.
Morning. Good morning.
26 minutes. We know it's a talk show and it's you all are the host, but you all have listeners too who want to call.
But all again, you know, but we didn't open the lines. We now open the lines. We now. So why I was calling 26 minutes ago if we now open the lines?
No.
Yeah, but we now open the lines. So why would I think people wait, hold on 1 minute, Wendell. Because you know, if we are in a discussion about certain things, we are talking about certain things. I see people calling all in between the news. There is the phone lines are not open at that point in time.
Nobody calls in the news. But what I'm saying, right? After the poll and so on, all the talk is cuss, whatever.
But you can't tell us when to talk.
Yeah, but if we had a guest inside, we'd be talking with the guests all at this point in time. We don't have a scheduled time for calls.
Well, you're raising my pressure, yes?
Okay, that's the case. If that's the case, anyway, for the few callers, I only call them for a short while because I want other calls to get in. Here, listen, the issue with the Holy Name Convent. I have a friend, my neighbor actually, she teaches there. And I asked her about it, she said, but she teaches there, but she said they don't have any issue. It says that some parents, these students are saying certain things, right? But that principal was only put in that position quite recently. So I guess probably they didn't want that principal. The other principal is somebody who didn't have light. So I guess sometimes when it's changing things, people don't like the change, but I don't know. I'm not going to say what she told me, because the students, they say they have 1,000 petitions. 1,000 students signed that petition. Anyway, we don't have enough information, so I did not vote on it. I abstained. I think that's true.
I'm not clear on what the issue is with regard to the principal. So if they are articulating for a removal, they need to be more articulate and clear about what the issue is, because that's not clear to me at this point.
Yeah, well, and that is what we're not getting. What are the issues directly? All we know that people are saying, you know, they have problems. What are those problems? And people have been saying, because even persons who went to the school previously are now signing that petition also, you know, so.
Yeah, it's so weird, so I don't know.
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Two issues raised. One, I don't agree with the issue that in a functioning democracy, one party should be held to a higher standard than the other, although that is the reality, right? If it is in the interest of us all, both parties should be held to a particular standard, right? With the issue with John Bates, I initially held the view that she should have resigned and stepped down. But after watching the Parliament debate yesterday and listening to Senior Counsel Senator Vieira, I got a clearer view, and I implore that everyone listen to his contribution as to the reason why it is that she necessarily stand down from the committee, but not necessarily as a senator. Because when she resigned, she did not state that she did anything wrong. And if it is that the process are to follow, you should wait until the parliamentary investigation being conducted. Because everything is based on the majority report from the parliamentary committee, actually making judgments before the process has been followed.
But caller, stick up in right there.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the Privileges Committee is made up mostly of the government bench, not so?
Yes.
Yes.
So she doesn't stand a chance. The way this government operating, she doesn't stand a chance.
No. At the end of the day, the process has to be followed. If I were to ask anyone, right, besides an ethical view, if she has done anything illegal or has she changed the material in terms of the evidence to compromise, right? And that is what we should be discussing. And
you mean in terms of the edits on the report from Mr. Yalsing?
But there is an ethical concern. And it's an obvious ethical concern because you are going to be questioning somebody in an independent capacity, but your independence has been affected by the fact that you helped them write what they're submitting to the committee. So there is an ethical disagreement there, and you, as far as I'm aware, you weren't transparent about it. You didn't say, look, I can't assist, I can't sit, or I have to recuse myself at the point that Mr. Yalsing is doing because I did help him with his brief.
Right, and she did indicate that, right? But what I'm saying is that allow the process. Let us find out exactly if there was change in terms of trying to mislead, change in the evidence or the witness statement, or is it that she just invented to make it which lawyers do?
You mean the correction on it could have been typographical things? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so, I hear you.
So I disagree with you absolutely. The issue here is not whether the substantive assistance merited some different level of ethical concern. The issue is from the time that Mr. Yalsing came to you and say, hey, look at this woman, I have to send it before the committee. Sorry for speaking like that. I have to send it to the committee. You should have said, I can't help you. I'm sitting on that committee.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what should have happened. But I want to go a step further. Just now I call her. Yeah. I want to go one step further. I don't think, Mr. Dial, this is my opinion, and people, I have no evidence of this, that Mr. Yalsing approached John Bates. I don't think that was direct. That was a direct approach.
Yeah, we don't know the circumstances.
I suspect it's not. But go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I can't correct that, but I want to find out in on this point, right? If it is we as a country focusing on one individual for ethical view, ethical decision, and yet it is that we have a vice chairman on one of the standing committees who is before the court, and there's on serious allegations of misleading and mismanagement of public funds, and nobody is raising that issue. Or we are focusing on an individual who making typographical changes to a document.
All of them are serious, eh?
One is a criminal charge. And the issue as a country is it's not for us, it's for the parties involved. We could clamor on the outside, but there's a way that political parties in this country kind of get deaf to us once they're elected, and once the election process is over, they kind of get deaf to us. The opposition kind of listens a little bit more because they're trying to get back into power. But yes, you can raise all of those ethical concerns. But ethical concerns are not just a party decision. It's about the persons involved and the people who put themselves up for office.
Yeah, but the powers that be it that the regular commentators that we look up to give professional advice and analysis are the ones who tend to be obviously biased. They don't ever communicate on other things. They're not raising the issue. But every focus is not just on the focus, it's on date. And that is why
you know what? Thanks, sir.
Have to come from us.
PNM's problem has always been communication, always been the PR. You see what the UNC doing right now with that HDC thing? They have Matara and all the others all over social media now saying, so poor people need houses. In other words, to justify the $3.4 billion contract that they stopped the other day.
And that is why you have an OPR office with an independent head who is paid a huge salary to say, stop in all the tracks.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose of giving that position. So it doesn't matter whether you have a substantive majority or not. This is the process. And
Thank you.
Stalling of the process is correct because the OPR has oversight.
Yeah. And thankfully, the OPR has done that in these two cases. Because guess what? Social media, all a buzz now. Oh, we worry house, people need house. And so I said that.
Yeah, well, every party will have its bloggers outside there to do its bidding, you know.
So no.
All they don't have none?
The PNM don't carry on with that foolishness.
But you don't have bloggers that support the party on certain issues?
Regardless right now, please, just sip your coffee right now.
Don't you have a fella named some kind of Eric something? Oh, anyhow, Paula, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning to Charles, Wenzel, and Richard.
Morning.
Opposition leader, she is kicking, right? The senator got a chance. She got a chance. She did something wrong, right? Resolve it and go on. Let the country go on. Let Parliament go on with what they have to do. It is wrong.
I never hear you call and talk about some issues in the UNC, do you know? But go ahead, you go ahead.
If any shoes was on the other side of the fence, you want to go into the air, nothing good. You understand? Now it's on this side, on the opposition side, you know all kind of thing. But
Ms. Arima, what are your thoughts on Senator Alexander and his conduct and so on? What are your thoughts on that? Should he be in the part of the Senate still?
Well, I cannot say it's alleged. I didn't really hear anything about that. So
What? But he all over social media, all in the newspapers, all in the news.
No, I didn't hear it. Right? So right now I don't say it's alleged. I can't say what I don't know.
Oh.
I want to say, what I want to tell people out there, the prosthetic legs are here. Everybody that lose a limb or you lose a foot or a leg, try on your best to see how good on you can go and get a foot. Right? It has this man is on a mirror road. Every day you see this man running across, dodging the traffic to get his little kakadana. So you, mister out there, try and go and get a leg. Get this foot and put on so it will make it easier for yourself.
All right, Ms. Arima, thanks much.
There is something good the government doing, and I have to say, because to get a leg out there to buy one, it is very costly. So that is something good I have to praise them for. So I want to tell all my friends who missing a leg, or you try on your best, try and go and get one. That is what I have to say, or you have a choice.
All right, take care. No problem. Thanks very much, Mr. Rima. Yeah.
Very passionate about the current administration, obviously. But that prosthetic thing is a good venture. I would say that. You know, it's good, and the Prime Minister did say she would extend it to CARICOM or some version of that, which is also good. But yes, Wendell, you're right that there are people in the current administration that have behavioral patterns that indicate why you're sitting in that house.
Mm-hmm.
And the politics, it always comes back against what Mr. Pandey said. Like, politics has a morality of its own, and it shouldn't. We should be able to have a certain type of behavior and human decency in how we conduct. It's like human decency is out the window.
Yeah.
In this, and this is not even a Trinidad thing. It's like we're in a period on planet Earth where human decency and honor and respect is just a template that is kicked out of the window, and it's all right depending on the politics you subscribe to.
All right, hold on there, Richard. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. Richard, Wendell, I like the question that you asked the last caller, but her response doesn't surprise me. Every time they are forced to deal with a situation of the party they support are the delinquents, well, I hear, I see, I know nothing about their party that they support. How could you not know the allegations made about Philip Alexander now with these with child that he mining and this and that, and but you ain't here, but you know everything that's going on in the PNM, right? But as I touched that topic, I wanted to raise something that nobody has addressed. Reference that situation. Everybody talking about the child that he mining, and that is not an issue for me. For me, it starts at the poor moral ethics of fraternizing with somebody in your political party. And if you do that in your party,
they might have been in love, Lincoln.
Anyway,
Yep.
Lincoln, sex between two consenting adults is not an issue.
Even in Balize, also
Wendell, give me a hearing.
Lincoln, I ain't sure you want to go there because I can tell you things about the PNM.
Whether it's happening in PNM, whether it's happening in UNC, whether it's happening, my point about it, in this climate, there is something called what is the word they use?
Love. It's
love, Lincoln. Sex.
Not love.
It's sex. Lincoln is unbridled, unashamed, raw sex. That's what it is.
Yes.
And unprotected at that too. And love. I'm sure at some point in time one of them say I love you. I'm sure, Lincoln.
Yes, Wendell, but I'm saying you have to be professional in your work. You have to put aside love where you are my subordinate.
Lincoln, that has happened.
No, Lincoln.
Incidents that
Who is the subordinate? Who is the subordinate?
Here's where it gets dangerous, Wendell. All you get puppy showing this thing and laughing.
No, Lincoln, I'm very serious. It's sex between two consenting adults. That's end of story.
Give me a hearing, please.
Lincoln, here one. Call us back after 8 o'clock.
What the hell? Two consenting adults have sex. A child come out of it.
Yeah.
It happens all over.
Yeah, but
people have HR departments. People have HR departments that govern those things. So you have to sign consent forms that say, I know I'm a junior, but I love Mr. X, or I am a junior, but I love Miss Y. And so you have to sign your consent forms. Why don't you put your consent form signed and go do your business? Love.
I do have an issue with them populating.
You shopping in Massey Mandalay and you turn the corner and your trolley hits another trolley and there she is. Marriage number 3.
Yeah.
Marriage number 3. That's it.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
And I could hit, my trolley could hit somebody and I end up straight over cross road in Double Palm. We copulate.
Go to the newspaper charge.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is NETT Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV for Wednesday, the 13th of May. I am Derek McMillan. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar says Trinidad and Tobago is strengthening international partnerships following what she described as a successful visit by India's External Affairs Minister, Subramanyam Jaishankar. The Prime Minister says 8 new agreements were signed between both countries, covering areas including tourism, cybersecurity, agriculture, infrastructure, and education. She says India also finalized the handover of 2,000 laptops for students and provided funding for agro-processing equipment and small business support. Persad Bisesar also highlighted the launch of the National Prosthetics Center in Pinal, established with support from the Indian government and Jaipur Foot USA. She says government is also pursuing stronger trade and investment ties with Latin America and international partners. Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo says recent demonstrations by nurses and healthcare workers over proposed cuts to overtime rates have not disrupted services in the public healthcare system. Speaking in the Senate, Dr. Bodo said regional health authorities activated contingency measures to maintain patient care during the protests. He says staff were reassigned, nursing personnel strategically deployed, and duty rosters adjusted where needed. The minister also thanked nurses on International Nurses Day for their dedication and professionalism. Asked whether the dispute over overtime rates had been resolved, Dr. Bodo said the matter is still under consideration. Former Energy Minister Stuart Young is calling for an investigation into the offshore oil spill near the Trinidad and Venezuela border, accusing government of trying to cover up the incident. Young says the government only addressed the spill 9 days later, after Venezuela warned the international community that its ecosystems were being affected. Energy Minister Rudal Munalal said the spill involved about 10 barrels of oil and blamed aging infrastructure. Environmental group Fishermen and Friends of the Sea is also demanding full disclosure, saying fishermen and coastal communities were never alerted. The group warns the spill could have long-term effects on mangroves, marine life, and the food chain. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has launched new laser speed enforcement devices capable of detecting speeding motorists from inside police vehicles. The new LiDAR technology was introduced during activities marking the end of United Nations Road Safety Week. Road Safety Coordinator Sergeant Brent Batson says the devices can identify speeding vehicles and capture license plate images at night, when many speeding offenses occur. Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevaro says fatal road traffic accidents are down 42% for 2026 compared with the same period last year, while overall accidents have dropped by 51%. Transport Minister Eli Zakor says the devices are part of government's wider strategy to reduce speeding and improve road safety. The Board of Management of Holy Name Convent in Port of Spain has announced an independent investigation into current and past allegations involving newly appointed principal Sister Renee Hall. In a statement, the board acknowledged concerns raised by students, parents, alumni, and members of the wider school community following Hall's appointment. The board says the investigation will be conducted independently of both the school's management and the Dominican Sisters to ensure transparency and accountability. Officials say the process will follow procedures set out by the Ministry of Education and the Teaching Service Commission. The board has also encouraged students and stakeholders to use the appropriate reporting channels as the investigation moves forward. In crime news, police are again warning citizens about the dangers of using Facebook Marketplace after a 25-year-old man was robbed during a planned sale in Laventille. Investigators say the victim traveled from Mayaro to meet a potential buyer when he was ambushed by 3 armed men who stole cash, jewelry, electronics, and an iPhone before escaping. In another incident, a 24-year-old woman is recovering in hospital after she was allegedly stabbed several times during a domestic dispute at her Arima home. Police say her boyfriend was later arrested after seeking medical treatment. Meanwhile, a 34-year-old Valencia man has been acquitted of murder after a judge ruled there was insufficient evidence for the case to continue. Finally, in international news, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing mounting pressure after 4 government ministers resigned and more than 80 Labour MPs called on him to step down or announce a timetable for his departure. Among those resigning was Minister Miata Fonbele, who told Starmer the public no longer believed he could deliver change. Despite the growing backlash, Starmer told cabinet colleagues he takes responsibility for last week's election results and intends to continue governing. More than 100 Labour MPs have since signed a statement backing the Prime Minister and opposing a leadership contest. Downing Street has already announced several new ministerial appointments following the resignations, while Starmer is expected to meet Health Secretary Wes Streeting as political tensions continue within the party. And that's NETT Radio News at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Scandal in Cipriani College. We are back. The box office smash. Scandal in Citrus is back. We are back because you demanded it for 3 nights only. Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th of May at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 31st at 6:30 p.m. Tickets available now at usual outlets and online. Scandal in Citrus. We are back at Cipriani College. See it again or see it for the first time. Don't miss it.
Scandal in Citrus.
Extreme in collaboration with Cafe Blue presents Back in Love Again. Special tribute to mothers. Saturday 16 May, Cafe Blue, Rice Road, Port of Spain, behind SWWTU, 10 p.m. With nice back in time from DJ Special Delivery. And the legend,
your boss DJ, sensational Mr. Versatile, Noah.
Hear me name on. She walk up to me.
Advance 100 at the venue or call 380-2785. Birthday moms for free. Cocktails on entry, secured parking. Back in Love Again, Saturday 16th May, 10 p.m. Cafe Blue, Rice Road, Port of Spain.
Everybody stand up.
Are you taking care of your sexual health and overall well-being? At Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, we believe your confidence, wellness, and intimacy matter. Visit us at our convenient locations: 10 Carmody Street, St. Augustine, Edinburgh, Chaguanas, Shops of Daybay, 95 Circular Road, Vista Bella, Docks Ranch Light Pole 51, SS Aaron Road, Penal, and Metro Hotel, Suite 1, Number 2 Knoll Street North, Couva. From relaxing massage services to professional guidance on sexual wellness, we are here to support you every step of the way. Consult with renowned sexologist, Dr. Raj Ramnanan, for expert advice tailored to your needs. Take the first step toward a healthier, more confident you. Call 285-9739 or 645-4543 to book your appointment today. Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, where wellness meets confidence.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
St. Teresa Preschool presents their fundraising boat ride, Dancing Under the Moonlight, on Saturday, the 23rd of May, 2026. It's a collaboration of colors on board the Island Royalty. Bring your own coolers. Boarding time, 11 p.m. Sailing, 12 midnight. Music by DJ Chaotic from Street 100 FM. Kryptonite Sounds with Mr. Flavor of NETT Radio TT. Dress code, elegantly casual. Gorgeous ladies wear blue. Handsome gentlemen wear pink. Admission, early bird tickets $200, regular $250. No oversized cooler. For more information, call 375-6527-719-3379. Dancing Under the Moonlight aboard the Island Royalty.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Join me, Brother David Muhammad, every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, Powerful Radio. Join me to hear knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Okay, everybody, so we are back, and it's good to have you here on NETT Radio. It is the breakfast show. It is now 15 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and we're happy to be here with you this midweek Wednesday morning. All right? Yeah.
Yeah, we are back. We could take some calls all the way up. Lincoln, you could call back, because Lincoln and Dean, you're making a point that I don't know that could compare to what may or may not have happened between, well, we could call the names because it's been public, Felicia and Philip, right? Maybe they had a relationship before and then became part of the same political process. Maybe they did, but you can't compare a lecturer with a student with that. Come on. That's a little stretch. Lecturers, that's a stretch, I know it's criteria
to serve on boards, government, move up in a company. Are those things? When those things happen, what does that mean? Or you are expelled from all aspect of life after these things?
I don't know. As I say, he was using Philip and Felicia as an example. There's two consenting adults. I mean, however they meet and wherever they do is their business. I don't know that it is a case of taking advantage of your subordinate.
Yeah.
We don't
because
know.
Sometimes people go through situations, people go through relationships, people go through marriages, and all those different kinds of things. Where they started is not where they are today. But what does that mean? That okay, if you go through a relationship and things not bad, that makes you a terrible person. The
issue of minding your child, that one we know for sure I have a serious problem with. And anybody right now, any man out there who ain't minding the children, wherever they get, they look for it. You understand? Because the next Alexander, you see that became public too. You know what I mean? Them deserve wherever they get. People who are minding the children.
Yeah, but then again too with these things, and that raises up a even bigger question to it. Because at the end of the day, if those things are happening and they are going through the court process as to determine what you should do, because judge will decide, look, you are owing this, you are supposed to do so and so, and those things are being leaked out into the public domain.
Charles, once they have a court document, it could become public. Trust me, it's human.
Yeah, but it's becoming very selective as to how only certain people court documents are coming out now.
Well, what are you talking about now?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because you see, a lot of those situations that are happening are not isolated situations. We know of.
No, they're not. But we are one. If they're in government now, and it's two people in government, maybe nobody in the PNM had that issue. If it's that way, if it's there where you're going,
maybe it might have been that. You understand? But even if it was so, those things were never in the public domain, and those institutions,
those things come out
regarding people's information. That comes just like the bank have the information and thing too,
So Charles, do you know that when you post bands to get married, it goes in the newspapers? You know that?
I'm not talking about bands.
No, I'm just giving you an example. Once things, it has certain things will always end up in the public domain,
Yeah, but when you have a situation like that, if you end up before the courts and you're dealing with certain matters, I don't know that these things are just thrown into the public domain all of a sudden just like that.
You see, that's why I just bring out my thing in the public domain. When I had my issues, I just bring it out myself. Nobody now bring it out for me.
Anyhow, let's go back to the lines. Let's take your calls. People in the lines are now open to you. 281-131-529-9515-6. Miss Sampson, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Charles and Wendell. You missed my point yesterday, but let me deal with Miss Bates. I would like very much for Miss Bates to go in the parliament and say, listen, I am willing to step down when everybody else on the other side that have things hanging over the head and it's not a halo to also step down, and I'll follow after that. What's good for the goose supposed to be good for the gander. Right. You missed the point yesterday with the property tax. I don't mind paying the property tax. You don't want to pay the property tax, but then you want to quarrel, burn tires, talk about pothole, the place looking nasty. That is what taxes is for. And the other thing, I want to know, what is this BIR number that every time you get the car hit, you need a BIR number. You're going to take out a barrel, a BIR number. What the Board of Inland Revenue have to do with I taking out a barrel? Is it because Madam looking to hear cha-ching? I need to know.
You said that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Get somebody to talk about the BIR number. Everything now is a BIR number. You get a car bound insurance, want a BIR number. For what? What an accident has to do with Inland Revenue? That is all I wanted to find out.
Yeah. How to find that out? I'm not aware of that they're asking for BIR number for all these things now. I'm not aware of that. But I know my BIR number by heart. I've memorized that number. The only number I don't know by heart actually is my NIS number.
Okay.
But I've memorized my BIR number and certain other numbers.
Right. Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
So what I was saying is, in this modern climate, any situation where you have a person of authority fraternizing or being with a junior person, it is considered sexual harassment. Right? My point to that is...
No, I don't think you're right there, Lincoln.
No, you're not right, but let him go ahead. Let him finish.
Trust me,
Lincoln,
I am correct.
If I am a CEO and I and the cleaner having a relationship and it's consensual, that is not sexual harassment.
You all need to educate yourself because it is considered sexual harassment. Once you are in a position of authority and you're fraternizing with any junior, it is sexual harassment. Trust and believe in what I'm saying.
Find that and send that to me.
Other callers will support that, but you all keep distracting me. My point is, this person is now in charge of a ministry that deals with housing, that you have a lot of vulnerable women who may want to do certain things to get a house. That is the point that I'm trying to make. And we have already had a minister that has been accused of wanting sexual favors for housing. And my point about it is that this person who has already fraternized with somebody junior to him in his party, and we put the fox in the hen house now. That is the point that I was trying to make. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay, Lincoln.
All right. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but there's no evidence to support it in the case with Philip and Felicia. That's the point. If Felicia had said, I was forced or he put pressure on me, and that's how I end up pregnant. If Felicia had said that, for all Felicia wants is money to mind the child,
You know how much people, how many presidents, look Elon Musk having a city, he donating sperm, all those different kinds of things. Come on,
but I understand his point about pressure from a senior person, maybe because the person feel pressured into
no, I don't agree with that.
I understand all those things, I understand that.
Yeah. But he assuming, and I don't agree with that because we don't know that is the situation. He's making it out like if the person would have taken advantage of that person because I am ex in the party and you's junior in the party and you want to be, that kind of thing.
We don't know that is.
No, I ain't get that at all.
Felicia want money for she child. that is what she wants.
You understand? We went thing. We had a child. I am on my own, and there are some people would normally say, "See me, I go raise my child," but some people need assistance, and if they can't do it on their own, and they go to the court to get assistance, nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Charles Wendell.
Morning, sir.
Wendell,
sir,
you said that UNC not going to move any of these people. They're not going to move any vote. So what is the point of us as citizens making an issue of anything? So then Senator Bates could stay where she is. No big deal. Also, just now in relation to something with Alexander and...
Caller, let me ask you a question before you go on to the thing. If all the boys in the neighborhood beating up all the girls in the neighborhood, is it okay for your son to beat up the girls in the neighborhood too?
No.
Well, all right. So why you? Yeah. So if you will stand and say, well, no, son, they are doing so and so, I want you to be a particular way. You are not to do that. You have to set the example here for these others here. They're doing that, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, but when you have these things being aired,
we are excusing the behaviors that's going on, and we nitpicking because you're going on. It's we against them. That's what they're doing, you know.
I'm not nitpicking, you know. I'm not nitpicking. I believe you play the level. What standard is good for the UNC, it must be good for the PNM. Don't tell me that you only want a higher standard, and this is where I have the problem.
Who said that anybody was holding anybody to a higher standard? Is Wendell said that?
I said it. I said it. I said it.
I said that.
I said it. PNM is held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
No, but Wendell is not the only person. You have other people in society saying the same thing.
Where? I don't know anybody else other than Wendell saying that.
Yeah, the tutorial with from Barendra and what do you think he's saying in essence?
True. You're right. You're right too. You're right about that. Yeah.
Also, you talk about in relation to the situation when Wendell said there was no evidence. If you listen to the debate in Parliament yesterday, what all the independent senators and everybody on the other side said, there is nothing wrong that this young lady did according legally. It may be unethical, but there was no evidence of wrongdoing or to mislead or to conspire or nothing. All of them said that.
Yeah.
And so they arrested me and supporting that period because due process wasn't followed. Why is something supposed to be one-sided or skewed so that it would look as if, well, you want to make the other person a scapegoat?
Yeah.
Also, something that I have is my pet peeve. What we do here goes worldwide in our parliament and all these sort of things. You have a Minister of National Security. You will ask a question about the investigation with the mover and the other things. And this man is going to stand up and say, the investigation is at a sensible stage. What the hell he means by that? Tell me what he means by that. He's trying to say it is at a sensitive stage, but you're going to stand up and say it is at a sensible stage. So they don't get to what they're giving this man to read. and people calling in and talking as a crap about UNC this and CNN must have a higher standard, and this is my problem. Level the playing field.
Yeah, well, all right, okay. No problem. I hear you, caller. Well, if you want to be in a position whereby, so if that is the case, and somebody is doing things at a particular level, so what you want to do, sink yourself to reach their level, or you're going to try to pull them up to your level?
You know, my view on the John Bates thing is that whether she goes or she stays, it matter too much to me, right? I gave that view since very early, right? Whether she is removed or not. All I know is that in these cases, the PNM suffers the most. The UNC will not suffer. I maintain that, you know. I'm not going to change my mind about that. The UNC clearly knows that some of those people inside of there should not be there. But they're not going to make the mistake they made in 2010 to 2015 where people were being sent home, fired. They're not going to do that again. They clearly don't want to do that again. They have shown you that. So what are you going to do? So if Penelope Beckers-Robinson, as the leader of the PNN, decides well, she's going down a different road than Patrick Manning and Dr. Rowley and leave people there, me ain't going to argue with that. I can't argue with that. What I going to do? I can't say that. I could talk here on radio, but I have no forum. I'm not in general council, I'm not in legislative, I'm not in central. I have no voice within the PNM to object to that. So if they're doing that, fine. R.L. Baker, I'm happy that you reminded me of that too. When there was a minister in the former government too, also was accused, he said, bring some in a past minister of government who had to pay hush money for fraternizing with a work colleague. That is true, but guess what? He was removed. He was removed. It was alleged back then. That's what he did. But he was removed because of that. I know exactly of whom you speak. You understand?
Actually spawned a play called The Naughty Minister.
Yes, Richard make money off of that play, off of that episode. That's
but Wendell, you know what? Even if Penelope Beckles is of the mindset that nothing fundamentally, ethically, what was done wrong in terms of what John Bates and Faris Arawi did with the answering statement or whatever it was, then articulate that. That's your position.
Yeah.
My position is that I think they've done nothing wrong, and for avoidance of doubt, I'm not removing them. They have recused themselves from that committee, and I think that's all that is required at this point. Thank you.
End of story. End of story. You're right, Richard.
Richard, you should be here, PRO. Yes, covered it well there. But hold 1 minute, guys. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Charles.
Morning, Zena.
Good morning, Wendell, and good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Zena.
Before I make my point, I would like to send all my sincere condolences to Richard's family circle.
Thank you, Zena.
I know exactly how you felt and the kind of harass it takes when a close family like that dies. And I want to make a few quick points. Yes, I agree with most of the callers this morning when they said we did not hear enough information about the principal. The news particularly stayed away from exactly what were the issues. And Sunday night, she was on and being on TV6 and being praised as a mother and such, person of high esteem in the college. All of a sudden now we're hearing something else. So I am not understanding what is taking place, and the news clearly did not point out what was changed. So I did not think it was a fitting question to pose this morning. And when you gave the results, it misleaded us too. Because I don't know, out of the amount of people who were not sure and abstained, the poll was a bit misleading. Anyhow,
no, the poll didn't have anything for abstention.
I wanted to talk about it for myself.
Yeah,
first.
but the polls, did not have anything for abstention. Is either yes or no, the poll was.
No, but I'm talking about the results he said after. What percentage? It didn't really give us a clear picture of how many people really were for or against it. Anyhow,
are you aware of how the poll is conducted now? Are you aware, Zena?
Pardon me?
Are you aware of how the poll is processed now, via percentages? Are you aware of it?
I want to move on from that point. I'm quite aware. I'm not stupid. I want to say too that Lincoln jumped the gun because yes, I was vexed because when you all say take the little 2 minutes to take the calls, You and Sir Charles go on with conversations long, and sometimes only two people get to make a contribution. You understand? So if you're taking calls, you're taking calls. And I have no problem with you all talking. But when you said the lines are open, hear what the callers' thoughts are. Right? That's just my position. And I want to make the last point I want to go on is the ethics of the parliament. As Ms. Sampson said, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And if that's the case, a standard should be set for all. And that's why I was upset when that issue came up, when the Prime Minister talked about what the senators did and wanted paybacks for agreeing with the SOE. That the president did not take it upon herself to call on the Prime Minister to name those two people and let her deal with the matter because they were independent senators. So when you sweep things like that under the carpet, you can't want to come and have somebody from a different party that you feel that they're the ones must go. So you must stay and they must go. And you are the ones sitting there with a lot of people who have marks against their names that are making laws for us, the citizens. I could go on more, but I thank you for the time because others would like to call. Thank you much.
Yeah. All right, okay. I don't know how people will expect. If I go to Wendell and say, Wendell, I'll vote for you now. Give me $200,000 and I'll vote for you. And Wendell go back and say, here, you know, there are two people that want money and they go vote for you, you know. I could just go to the police, go to the parliament head and say, Wendell, no, so-and-so, that Charles want $200,000 to vote for him, and that's against the law, lock up Charles. When they come to me, I tell them, but I never tell Wendell that. Wendell, why I tell you that?
Yeah, but guess what? That wasn't done. It was, as far as we are aware, it wasn't reported to the president of the Senate or anything like that, or the Speaker of the House. It wasn't done. So that just died. You just tarnished 9 independent senators and it dead, and that's the end of that. That's what was unfair. That's what was wrong about that situation. Yeah.
But look, right now,
no less a person than the Prime Minister said it, you know, Sir Charles. Nobody else is the Prime Minister said it, you know. So it tarnished all of them. You understand? And that's not right. Especially when a clear breach took place. A clear unlawful act may have taken place.
Yeah, well, I hear you, but I don't know how some of these things, if you don't have evidence, and that's why the police can't charge a lot of people with a lot of things. If they don't have evidence, you can't go and hear, see. You know, right now we have a situation that developing right now with a reporter that actually making some claims also with that, and people asking him to name those individuals. You know
what? I want to say something, Sir Charles. You know what I love about this show? That people, and somebody and I had a conversation in the last hour, that people are comfortable enough to tell us, make the suggestions, and even both us remonstrate with us sometimes about how. But you see, you and Richard don't get to listen to these people on other shows. I do. I listen to a lot of other shows too. And I will never hear them say those things to the other shows that sometimes get one call in or two calls in, you know.
Yeah.
I will never hear them say that. But I hear them and I listen. But they're comfortable enough to tell us, we cool with that. We cool with that.
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, sir.
I just want to chime in on the debate here. My position is I feel the call should not be for the senator to resign or to be fired. You know, it should be for our institutions and the justice system to function, you know, properly and timely. Right now we had one was here with this issue because I don't believe the woman purposely and consciously do something wrong. She must herself know what she's doing, and she was just trying to think the situation, right? And I don't feel she intentionally did that. But if she did something wrong,
all answers
procedure. You have a procedure, structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a procedure and have a structure. Now, I was saying that she will be sent before the privileges committee and what kind of thing. But do you know the example when they'll make before with Prime Minister Manning and this situation with accusation and people behavior and all kind of stuff, right? In 2022, they set up a special select committee of the Senate to deal with code of ethics and behavior of the people, right? When last this committee meet? How often they meet? Who is the members? Who is the member of the privileges committee? We have members before the integrity committee. We have members in parliament and in governance and things who before the court and rape charges and in court the case going on much years and they still presenting themselves for election and going through the thing. That people before the integrity commission with questions and answer. We ain't hearing nothing about that. But you know what? Because these things have to deal with facts, with evidence, right? And all of that. But what these people seem to be doing is putting things in the court of public opinion, where people deal with emotion, ignorance, partisan, biases, and all kind of stuff. And that way you can't get nothing wrong. Look how long this issue going on. I don't want to deal with this in a timely manner. The integrity privileges committee or the special code of ethics committee should have done meet already for people voicing their opinion. I talking to some people, but they have a bias, like say, to the government. Or she decided that she resign and the opposition leader should fire she and all kind of things. So what the woman do? What is the evidence? Them and know. We don't know. As we said, we don't know if it's a grammatical error the woman tried to correct. Or what, we don't know the situation and we be blasting off more than all kind of things. It's have a process. How could I go and fire somebody and all kind of thing without the due process and all the facts and them presented?
Yeah. Okay, cool. No problem. Thanks very much, Colin, for making your point. But then you just answer your own question too, because at the end of the day, if you have people who is in the parliament, who is before the court, and it has not gone through the process, they are not guilty. I was reading something just the other day. A man spent 15 years on some murder charge, and eventually he did not commit the crime. Our systems are very slow. So I don't know how we can expect sometimes, as I said, that things can happen on allegations, right? So if it's an allegation, well, let's see where it will go. But our next caller there went up. So hold on 1 minute. Caller.
I. Hey, morning, gentlemen. Mr. Raghubar Singh, as the resident thespian of our host, Trinidad and Tobago will have you with so much fertile material for your plays and things that I fear for the amount of work you'll be getting based on Trinidad society. I fear. So what I could tell you, my brother, is to pace yourself and don't run behind every car that passes in front of you dramatically. But the level of moralistic clutching in my country just gave me no level of amusement, because I am saying, for me, right, the whole issue about Mr. Alexander and his the mother of his child is when you look at his postings on Facebook about the decay in the African community is based because of the amount of single mothers and absent fathers and so on. And look at what he has done. He has done that to his own offspring, you understand? And just for that alone, for me, that disqualifies him from ever talking anything about family values and traditional values and so on. So in my mind, he's an entity. The young lady has to take care of her child. She has a disability. She is quite correct. It is unfortunate that such personal information would have come out into the public domain, right? And then, this morning as we speaking, today is the day of the King's speech, the formal opening of Parliament in the UK. And you know, the many people who come on and talk about moral values here and morality, you know, they will line up to go and courtesy to King Charles and Camilla, who were both adulterers. And funny enough, King Charles is the head of the Anglican Church. He is the head of the Anglican Church. And many of them will go and genuflect and say, oh, he's so nice and he's so thing. But didn't he commit adultery while his wife was alive and she was married to her husband? Well, we all watch these series. You understand? We read the tabloids. And I'm saying,
allegedly, we went in the bedroom with them. We don't know for sure.
At the end of the day, they are all very hypocritical. And I would say this, right? We long to have men and women who are heterosexual. There will be sexual tension, there will be sexual interest in any workplace. What we have to do is manage that. That's the whole thing about telling you, manage that your bedroom affairs does not affect the workplace.
Caller, I have news for you. Because you said the word heterosexual, but men and women. It has happened with women and women and men too, eh?
I was coming to that part too. Don't worry.
All right.
We are people, right? So, come on, man. Come on. If the thing will happen between big people, once I just say, consented adults, people over 18, so be it. Once they do upset the running successfully of any enterprise, whether it be public, parliament, private, that is my that should be my biggest and anybody else's biggest concern. Because if you go back to England, right? You had the Profumo affair that was made into the movie Scandal, where this man and other high-ranking people in parliament, our government collapsed because of that in the 1960s, right? Come on, geez.
A whole religion was formed out of love.
Yes, out of love.
Out of love. A country is run by that religious organization. Out of love. Out of people wanting one another. King David, all you know on his story, he will look across the road and see a man's wife. And seeing her bathing and wanted that woman, he sent that man on the battlefield.
Love at last.
Huh? All you making jokes, yes?
Yes.
Huh?
So I said there's love and there's lust.
Yeah.
Sometimes they merge, but sometimes they don't.
A lot of times they merge. Because trust me, somebody go say I love you at some point in time.
Yeah, but sometimes
I love you bad.
The lust goes first, and
you're too sweet. I really love you.
Yeah, I love you.
And that is it. After that, you might see them again.
Yeah.
But there is redress now. Just
whatever coming on my name.
Yeah. I sure what he named of the tell what she named that. Whoever come and mine in it because you're having unprotected sex, eh? So there's a good chance something might happen. Eh? Right? But there is no redress. You see, long time with sexual harassment didn't have redress. There is no redress for sexual harassment, especially for women. Anybody, as a matter of fact. But there is redress. You could take action now and make that person pay. So all them police women who used to get sexually harassed and people in certain workplaces and so on, there is redress now. Good. Bring it. I don't mind it.
Anyhow, people, that's all you're going to leave it for today.
Oh, you got some chance never stay by
Well, there's no harassment in this workplace.
Sometimes you never say that. You never tell somebody that. I love them and bring it, I go mind it.
Yeah, but I meant it. so I'm minding it. I'm minding them.
You know, there are people who also believe in the rhythm method. I don't know about it too much, right? But there's a rhythm apparently to when to have sex unprotected and no child will. There's a rhythm, man. People know that.
Check the dates and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I know. I hear about that.
Yeah, the Catholics used to follow that quite.
Catholics, yeah.
I'm glad you said it because I wanted to say the Catholics, but I'm afraid.
The Catholics had, that was their form of birth control.
Yeah, they didn't believe in birth control or contraception and stuff like that.
Yeah.
At one point. I don't know if they still do or not. I don't know. But modern Catholics, no, they would use protection and stuff.
Yes, Stephen, and that too.
Yeah. But I tried that, and it worked for a while and then boom.
You see him, Stephen, comment? The last comment, the comment just before the last. Go back to Stephen Wilson at 8:49. You see what he said?
Yes.
People practice that too,
Yeah.
All right, guys, time for us to leave.
Yeah, I think we're going. We headed towards TVME, so we need to stop.
You know, our rivals have gone on YouTube now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Only recently.
Well, leaders are followed, eh?
Well, exactly. So Charles, thank you, sir. You have people aspiring to be like us now.
Anyway, this is where we wrap it up with the breakfast show this morning. Of course, just reminding you, of course, that Scandal in Secrets is on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of May at Cipriani College. Tickets are out now at all usual outlets. You can get your tickets. So you know what those outlets are: K Square Fashions, Brentwood Mall, Chagonas, Westmoreland, Eastgate, Jabili Rawe, Tinumpuna Electronics, Arima, and Tony's Florals in Vapa Shopping Plaza and Traveler Auto Services in Traveler. Yeah, you know them. So you can get those tickets there. Of course, this is where we wrap it up for this Wednesday midweek already, believe it or not. And we'll speak to you bright and early tomorrow morning. Remember to smile and laugh. It's great for your health. And of course, NETT Radio Trinidad is where you go to tune in to listen to us on your smart devices. And of course, NETT TT.
Which one you were looking for? The social media? NETT Radio Trinidad?
This is where yesterday all the people in the chat were saying, Richard, all you. You see, I ain't saying, okay.
Nobody said it. The chat already dealt with you on Charles. NetRadioTT.com. NetRadioTT.com. That's what it is, because it was changed. NetRadioTT.com is where you go to listen to it on the net, literally on the net, for the excellent programming throughout the rest of the day. We know you have a choice in what you watch and what you listen to, and thank you so much for choosing us. Differing opinions, arguments, even housekeeping notes given to the team about how to run the show. We take it all because, we are all one big family here. When families who's argue more than families.
I'm telling you.
So have a fantastic day, people.
Folks, have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember to let go and let God. This has been
The Breakfast Show.
Yay! Get up, it's the time to start the day. The Breakfast Show is here. We bring in the soca way. Yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The Breakfast Show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line. Let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Good vibes rolling through the air. The Breakfast Show and